Hello everyone, and welcome back to another top 10 video. Today we're going to be covering a sun and moon topic, so I'm very excited to show you guys some really cool ideas for these starter evolutions. Now before we get started, a fellow YouTuber actually found some really interesting information concerning the starters for sun and moon. He basically went into the coding of the Japanese Pokemon website and found some typings that could belong to our starter final evolutions. So definitely go check out that video, and that could be confirmed, it could not be confirmed, we really don't know yet. It definitely points that it could be real. The typings for Rowlet is grass ground, for Litten we have a plain fire type, and for Popplio we have a water fighting type. It's also possible that Rowlet's final evolution will be grass flying, and for Litten it will be fire ground, but we honestly just need to wait and see. There's a lot of mix-ups, we really don't know. Though these typings may or may not be confirmed, we're still gonna have fun with this and look at all the different possibilities that our sun and moon starters will evolve into. I still want to share some really cool ideas, and be sure to check out all of these awesome people and tell me what typings you would rather see these Pokemon as. I'll be honest, the typings that I would like to see is Fire Poison, Grass Ground, and Water Fairy. Even though that these are kind of out of the game now, let's look at all of these awesome prediction artwork. Taking on number 10 spot is this piece of artwork. This was an idea for a Litten evolution. This is a really awesome design, but the only reason why it's so low is that this is probably not gonna happen. Don't get me wrong, I would love a Fire Ghost type. That would be great, and I love the design and the idea. I do not think that we have enough ghost type Pokemon. It's really cool looking. Maybe if we get a ghost or a dragon evolution, maybe it could look like this. I do like the artwork. It's very wispy, very cool, but it doesn't really look like a cat anymore. The source of this is Pokemon-sun-moon.tumblr.com if you want to go check it out, reblog it and all that good stuff, but yeah, let's go ahead and move on. Moving on to number 9, we have another Litten evolution. I believe this was drawn by Source-Rjamez, something like that. This was the main source where I found it on Tumblr. If this is not the true artist and you happen to be the true artist, or you know who they are, please let me know in the comment section below so I could correct it in the description. But anyway, this is a really cool idea for Litten. Its name is Babinks, and it is a lynx instead of a tiger, which everyone is speculating that Litten will become a tiger, which I have no problem with, but this is still pretty cool as well. If it was bomb or explosive related, awesome. Look at the whiskers. I could just imagine them sparking at the end and then it just explodes or something. If this is a fire ground type, it could make sense because I do use dynamite to explode mines and all that other stuff. So that could make sense for a fire ground. I would much rather it be a pure fire type because less weaknesses is great. I think it's really cool, and I would love to have something like this on my team. Moving on to number 8, we have a Popplio final evolution. This was created by Source-Ponpekopon, and you can find them on Tumblr. If I pronounced the names wrong, I am so sorry. But this would be a great idea for a water fairy type, if we were to get a water fairy type. If only. This is a very cool idea, however. It does have the rings, and sea lions are known for its little ring and ball performances at circuses and SeaWorld and all that good stuff. I do think that this thing would have a little problem moving around because it's more like a fish now because its fins are connected to that little back thing that it has going on. But regardless, I still like the colors and I think it's very cute. Moving on to number 7, we have some evolutions for Rowlet, created by Noah/Lupus at LucasImmortal on Twitter, and this is really cool. Be sure to give him a follow. So Rowlet evolves into Unibrow, which is freaking cute and adorable. That's awesome. And then its final evolution is Houdini. I think that is rather clever. There may or may not be leaked information kind of pointing that these starters will have a circus theme to them. So something like this would definitely make sense. You would definitely see something like this in a circus. Plus I googled Houdini and I spelled it wrong, and there's owls everywhere. A Houdini owl. It is time. Anyway, this is a really cool concept, and I would not mind seeing this in the future. But moving on to our number 6 spot, we have 3 evolutions of all of the starters. They're very interesting. I think they're very silly, but I do love the concept of Popplio being able to juggle its bubbles. That would be really cool, especially if they're trying to carry over the clown theme. Now, clowns terrify me. I don't like them. I really don't, but Popplio is so freaking cute. If they make it into a big old clown that's terrifying and creepy, I'm gonna throw a fit. They better make it have the best freaking design, I swear to Jesus. But anyway, sorry, just had a moment there. On a positive note, I really want all of these starters to have the best final evolution, and so everyone will be like, oh dude, this is awesome, I love this Pokemon. I don't want any of them to have an ugly evolution, so please, Game Freak, do not give us an ugly evolution. Moving on to number 5, we have a Fakemon. I do know that this isn't specifically made for a Poplio evolution, but it is something that I would like to see for a Poplio evolution. This was drawn by AdrianL-Drawings, or AdrianOL-Drawings, or I'm probably just pronouncing this completely wrong to begin with, but definitely check out their DeviantART. This would be an interesting concept for Poplio. Those signs are kind of pointing that Poplio's final evolution will be a water fighting type. It will most likely not be on all fours like this. I mean, it could, you never freaking know. Or it could do both. Maybe it could just be on all fours, then like pop up and punch you in the face. So yeah, it could work. But this is a really cool idea and I really like it, and I wouldn't mind seeing Poplio turn it into something like this. As long as it's cool, please be something cool. Moving on to number 4, we have a final evolution for Rowlet. This was posted by Vinciruz on Reddit. If I found out that Rowlet evolved into a griffin, I'm sorry, but I'll be picking freaking Rowlet. As of right now, I'm kind of going towards Poplio. I think he's adorable and everyone keeps bullying him. Don't bully. What if you were being bullied by the way that you looked? That's not very nice. Don't do that. It's a cute little sea puppy dog. Leave it alone. But I'm getting both games, so I am getting 2 starters to begin with, and somebody has to be nice and send me the 3rd one so I could have all 3 in my party. And then I win. But again, I'm totally serious. If we get a Griffin, we're gonna party all night. I've always wanted a Griffin Pokemon. Please give us an owl freaking Griffin Pokemon. Anyway. Moving on. Taking our number 3 spot, we have some Litten evolutions. This was drawn by Serena at Boutiqueship, or this is at least the source. This is amazing and I love this. I could see this being a fire ground type as well. The only other tiger Pokemon that I think that we have is Raikou. Is there any other tiger Pokemon? Arcanine is a dog with tiger stripes, but obviously that doesn't count. It's a puppy dog. But my point is, a tiger starter would be freaking awesome. A tiger or a lynx. Both are cool. Moving on to number 2, I'm sure a lot of you have been seeing this going around the internet for a while. I'm putting the name of this artist on screen because I know for a fact that I will butcher this name, and this person does not deserve that. This art is gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. Please go check them out on Instagram. I'm sure they'll have a lot more stuff coming. I love all of the evolutions for all of them. And again, they're sticking with the circus idea. So Poplio's evolution being my favorite on here. It is a performance sea lion. It's very, very graceful. It does look more like a water fairy type, but most likely we're not going to be seeing a water fairy type. We're getting the water fighting type. Or at least that's what the leaks say. It'd be really funny if it beats people up with a ball. It's kind of like dodgeball. For Litten, we get the tiger with the ring. That's really cool. The flaming ring of death or something. That's an amazing concept. I would love for them to stick with that. I'm gonna throw a fit if these fans come up with better ideas than Game Freak. But anyway, the final evolution for Rowlet is sticking with the magician idea, and I absolutely love that as well. It's very cute, and I love the design for all 3 of them. So please, let's say a prayer for world domination and for getting pretty starter final evolutions. Please. If you are new to my channel and you're very confused and concerned about the world domination talk, it is okay. It is fine. It's just what my subscribers and I are trying to achieve. So if you want to join, you should totally join. But anyway, taking our number 1 spot is another Griffin Rowlet final evolution. It is beautiful. The source is by JessJackDaw, and this is wonderful. Its name is Haldini, very, very similar to the Hootdini that I showed earlier. But you see the reoccurring theme here. I'll be very disappointed if Game Freak actually does not use this awesome idea. Though they do need to be careful so they do not get any Pokemon that will cause them to get sued, like Kadabra. Yeah. Callum covered a video on this if you want to check that out, because that's crazy stuff right there. I would not have a problem with Rowlet being a grass ground if it turns into a griffin. I do know that there's owls that do dig. They're very cute too and adorable, so it does make sense for them to do that, and Pokemon has changed typings in the past, so it's not completely crazy. But if it's a griffin, oh my goodness, I would get it and I want it, please. But if they happen to give us a really cool design that's not a griffin, I'm sure that I'll grow to love it, but I'll still be disappointed forever. Not really, just kidding. I love Pokemon. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be disappointed, but you know, it's gonna be okay. But anyway, let me know in the comment section below which evolution is your favorite. Be sure to check out the artist again, because that's very, very important. And what kind of types would you like to see for the starters? But before you say, oh my god, Tricky, they've been confirmed already. I know, don't worry, I know. but I just want to know what you would rather see. That is all. I apologize for my hyperness in this video, but if you happen to enjoy it, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I want to thank you guys for the support. Be sure to leave a comment if you want and follow me on Twitter. These are my social links, like every other YouTuber has to say. It's like almost a requirement at this point. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.